Hi, I'm Robert Meyer, a certified law of attraction coach, and what we're going to cover today, I'm going to get my notes here. What we're going to cover today is definite purpose in the law of attraction, and this is very important because if you're going to attract your most urgent desires, you must have purpose. Without purpose, you just kind of wander along aimlessly. Now, as you know, I'm going to read some of these. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you might feel a lack of energy, or you might just feel tired, or you feel like you got to do these unrewarding tasks. Well, the best thing to get yourself fired up in the morning is to wake up and have definite purpose in life. That'll really get you going. That means you do have a life purpose. Now, of course, definite purpose is the starting point of all achievement. Now, what you need to do is you need to make up your mind, and this is really important. Make up your mind what you want and start the day to go after it. That's really important. You know, successful people move on their own initiative. They know where they're going before they start, and that is vitally important to know exactly where you're going. Now, let's say you look at today's important activities you have to do. You need to ask yourself, how do you feel about them? Are they challenges that you're looking forward to actually doing, or do you just see them as burdens that you have to do? You can see why possessing a definite purpose is important, because if everything you see is just a burden, it's almost not worthwhile doing them. If you joyously look forward to doing it, though, you're going to really be on the ball. You're going to want to do it, and you're going to put your whole heart and soul into it. Now, let's talk about inspiration. Your definite purpose must inspire you. If it doesn't inspire you, you need to start rethinking it and probably find a different purpose in life. Now, your definite purpose isn't something somebody told you to do, something that the society thinks should do. It's what you've searched deep within. It's what you want to do. It's what fires you up. It's what gives you passion. This is what your definite purpose is. Now, you might think, well, gee, is it going to make me any money or not? No, of course, that's a consideration. But if you love something enough, there's always a good chance that you can turn it into a profitable business, or maybe you're already got plenty of money and you're just looking for an activity that brings you plenty of joy, or you're looking for a relationship that is going to be a value for value relationship. Whatever it is you're seeking, you must have the passion to do it. It must fire you up. Now, here's something that's going to happen. Once you decide on your definite purpose, of course, a deadly enemy will show up, and that is procrastination. You know, it's so easy to get up in the morning and decide, well, I think I'll get started on this tomorrow, or maybe I'll do it later in the day or whatever. And you know tomorrow never comes. You know that already. So you've got to get on it, and one way to do it is you list your activities. You got your A activities, which are really something you need to do it's gonna really bring you a wonderful future. You got the B activity. Those are some things you still need to do. Your C and D activities, you can forget about those. They're not going to help you in any way. Of course, there's things you have to do like brush your teeth or comb your hair or whatever. You know, you still have to do that. But you have A, B, C, D activities, and the A activities are the most important. Then you do the B activities, and the C and D activities usually aren't much worthwhile. So that's something you need to consider. Now, you're going to face many challenges that seem to come out of nowhere. You know, you think, gee, why am I always facing challenges or obstacles? Well, the reason you are is that's the nature of existence. That's just the way it is. One thing about having definite purpose in life, it makes it a lot easier to overcome your challenges and obstacles, because you have a passion to do it. You want to do it. You're fired up. If you don't really care, you just hate doing it, it's going to be awful difficult to overcome challenges, because you won't find it worthwhile even making the attempt. Now, if you want to excel at your definite purpose or any other activity, you need to be proactive. You know, you've heard practice makes perfect. You reach mastery by gaining as much experience as possible. You practice over and over and over again. Don't just think you can have a definite purpose. You don't have to practice. You don't have to do anything. You have to do two things. You have to put the law of attraction into action by visualizing and seeing it accomplished and believing in it. Then you have to take action. And you're also going to have to practice. And remember that. Mastery means practice. Practice makes the master. Okay. Now, let's go on. Let me turn to the next page. You know, what's important for the law of attraction is when you decide on your definite purpose in life, you have to have a positive attitude and a motivation to do it. You put the law of attraction into action, then you actually take action. That's really important. I have a list of questions here you can ask yourself now. You know, in order to put the law of attraction in action, these are questions you must ask yourself right now. And just trying to see if you can remember. You may not have to answer all of them, but here they are. I got them down here. I'm going to read. First of all, have you decided on a definite purpose in life? Well, if you haven't, that's the first thing you need to start thinking about. Maybe meditate on it. You know, write down what you really enjoy doing and really think that through carefully. Second, have you written your long-term goals, intermediate goals, and short-term goals down? You know, you can either write them down or type them in a Word doc, whatever you prefer to do. But that's important to do that because that'll really give you direction. Next, you need to ask yourself, everybody has their desires and, their things they want to do. Are your most urgent desires being met right now? If they're not, you really need to look at that and decide why, and then set and get your most urgent desires down on paper. Put the law of attraction in action. Think about it, visualize it, and then go get them. Let me ask you, do you allow your desires, plans, and goals to fire up your enthusiasm? If you're not fired up about it, you definitely need to rethink your definite purpose, like I mentioned earlier. Now, here's something really important. Are you taking purposeful actions to accomplish your goals and desires? Yes, I think Einstein said this. In fact, I got it up here. Nothing happens until something moves. That means you take action and then take more action. That is really important. Okay, let me ask this. When making plans that will propel you towards your definite purpose or any secondary goals, are you big picture oriented, detail oriented, or both? You know, actually, it's best to be both. It's good to see the big picture and the details clearly. That way you can integrate everything because part of what I believe in is becoming an integrated individual, and that means seeing the details and the big picture, and that's really important. Here's something else that you need to consider. Do you have the amount of time and resources necessary to complete your goal? You know, quite often you have to decide what activity you're going to do. Are you going to just watch more TV, or are you going to get into some other aimless activities? You know, obviously you have to make a decision. You have to make the time and discover the necessary resources. Your definite purpose deserves everything you can give it. Okay, here's something important, rewarding yourself. You know, you can't go through life without rewards, and then one of the most important things is actually rewarding yourself. You know, you need to ask yourself, am I giving myself a reward for completing my goals? You know, pleasurable rewards can spur you on to greater achievement. Enjoy life. You know, after all, you're not a cold, emotionless drone. You know, if you feel nothingness while working on your definite purpose, you need to step back and ask yourself why you're not enjoying the journey. Working on your goals should supply you pleasure and satisfaction. And here's something to remember. The pleasure is almost always in the journey, not necessarily the destination. Matter of fact, when you reach the destination, it's just the starting point for another journey, and that's something you shouldn't forget. Okay, that about covers it. So just remember, you have to have a definite purpose in life. Now, you can have secondary purposes, but your main definite purpose needs to be what inspires you and what creates your other goals and desires. So that's it for now. This is Robert Meyer, Law of Attraction Coach, and I do have a new website. I'm going to put it up here, see if you can see it right there. I think you can see it. There it is. It's robertmeyerloa.com. Go ahead and visit there. We have a lot of tools that you can take advantage of. And that is it for now. So until next time, thanks.